guess you can say this is prime real estate out here. Charging park and everything. Jeez. I guess you could do. What do they call it? So it's, scanning the ground to see if we can find any, old watches people might have dropped. So, here we are. Yeah, I felt the beach energy, so something different. Let's see how that goes in the future. I'll find other beaches to go to. So, where the world is going, of course, it's not clear. Yeah, waiting for the change. We're seeing the talk show thing's kind of interesting. That's about freaking time for that to melt down. That's been a long time coming. But it's funny how some air. Well, I mean, it hasn't been fun. I like to see Saturday Night Live go because that's been dead for a long time too. So either way, that's a major. The streaming, all that culture changes, of course. But energetic energies, it's as many are connecting more to their spiritual selves. Of course, they get pulled into all the new age energies or the chaotic secret space program stuff. They can't seem to unlock from it. Some are just they don't want to disconnect from it. It's like a new religion, it's an identity. It has healing where they can tap into it, and they just don't want to let it go and whatever. I think with that, if you're pulling in that type of chaotic energy all the time, I mean, I don't know, I guess on your deathbed if you're ready to let it go. Because you can continue with a cycle with that. You just get pulled back into it again somewhere. Well, it's the journey of the soul. That's what you gotta do, right? Oh yeah, those that were saying that the hurricanes last year were in a big deal. I think a lot of these places, I don't know about here, but there's a lot of people's houses are like, they had to throw their house away. And I don't think you don't hear about it in the news, but there's a lot of houses that got flooded. And I remember the neighborhood, not over here, but across that way somewhere. All these houses, all their stuff is out in front in the yard. So that's the other thing that we're, back in the ancient times. You say that even in Neanderthal times and things were connected more to nature. At least they can still connect to their spiritual self to some level. But over time, it became more civilized, became more disconnected. But that was the whole test, of course. And now we have all these things and everything, electronics. It's all about the physical. What can you do to keep yourself, occupied? Of course, it's part of, culture also, but and the spiritual energies here, is a lot more patient. Extremely more patient. It's like, what do you need all these things for? I mean, the basics, basic soap that comes to mind. But it's also, like soap, for example, then they take it, make it luxury soap or whatever, and just make it, it's like, does it even clean anymore? What the hell does it do? Makes you smell nice, maybe? So, so that's been the whole journey of the human here, one of the journeys. Of course, when you connect more to the physical self and disconnect from the astral, because some are obviously, I don't know if some can even heal here at all, or maybe the majority. I don't know what's happened to the majority, but I don't think I need to carry around that. And of course, most don't know anything about any of it, but those that are, some are almost got like a crocodile energy that some just cannot heal their inner self. Like it hurts too much. I Like the body might hurt externally, but internally I would say it's even more. Like if you have some health issues on the outside for whatever reason, sometimes that has to do with just not healing within. Yeah, it's not even wanting to, it's regret, it's whatever it is, it's a lineup of all this. Think about that, dense energy, think about that. Not everybody has that, but I think there's a good portion that does. And of course there are some that are disabled or on a wheelchair. I get a vibe from some of them. Yeah, some of them gave up, but some of them are testing their families. They've become so freaking lazy and whatever. Some of them are like literally like that is their whole point. It's almost like having Alzheimer's. It's literally just to see what they will do. There's some truth to that. Somewhere, I don't know. Maybe that's part of. But either way, yeah, that's a weird one. Well, the other thing, this is attached. I heard. How do you word that? It comes to mind. That didn't come to mind earlier. I had no where this is gonna go. No idea. Oh yeah. Okay. There's three things. See if I remember all three of them. The other thing is kind of like. I guess energetic custodians, clearing out the old frequencies, spiritual custodians, clearing out the old frequencies, just helping the earth retire itself, and being here, like you don't know what the hell you're doing here, fucking sucks. It's like nothing's really working out, like try to live like everybody else, like good luck with that. And it's like, you can try. You can try to be like, hey, I'm just trying to live. Good luck with that. Finding a job, a relationship, whatever the hell it is. It's like, damn, just get kicked back to your corner. Go stay in your space. And that, this whole spiritual journey, Jesus, it hurts like a mother. It's because you want to do something more. Like, you want to do something, whatever it is. I mean, you have to save the world and become super famous, whatever. But have some kind of, fulfillment, life purpose, whatever it is, and you keep getting shut down wherever you are, unless you do like some creative stuff that you can have some kind of control of. But once again, even with the creative stuff, it's like you want to like other people to enjoy it and get thrown back in your face. It's like, okay, well, you still want to do it, then keep doing it. It's like, man, I hope this turns. Be like a painter, and you wanted that to go out, and people just keep throwing it back in your face. Yeah, it sucks. But you feel like they're urged to do it, and that's a big deal. Just keep doing it. It's many different reasons. Part of it's just for you to clear out your own. It is a spiritual cleansing, which is very important. And the ego wants it to become known. Well, it's part of our culture too. But there's nothing wrong with that. Well, even like Van Gogh comes to mind. I have a connection to that energy where that's all. I mean, just so like 2 or 3 paintings made me feel was lucky. And it just, his brother helped him out, and just constantly just painting every single day, painting a day. And that got, obviously hijacked by the rich people, but the idea was that was his life purpose. But because he had so much internal hell within himself, and the paintings were the opposite of that. He lived in grime, got, all the turpentine, everything messed him up, go insane and so on. So, talking about a spiritual journey. So this is, I'm kind of like, obviously from a higher level, this is all primitive, of course. On a human level, we want to have some kind of, just feel like we're making some kind of difference, but really it has to do just if you're doing everything you feel like you can do, that's all you can really do. It feels like it's not much. Keep your sanity, basically. I think I talked about that. There's not much you can, there's not much, what else you gonna do? Just do what you can do, because I feel at least the vibe is something will turn around at some point where you feel feel like what you're creating or whatever it is can go and be recognized. Whereas I could be completely wrong about that. Who knows? But right now it's just surviving reality currently. Obviously the New Agers or whatever, you'd be surprised. They have all this New Age frequencies. Obviously a lot of them cannot heal themselves. They might say they are, but then they have the ego and they're judging everybody and so on. Whatever, right? And then you have like this witch crazy person, French lady that says she knows all about the aliens and all that and has people just sucked into all that nonsense. And they're just, what's new, right? And so on. Yeah, it's all spell work, it's all massive manipulation, Greek mythology, all the myths, all that stuff's real, and we're seeing it. We're not seeing the creatures. Technically, we kind of are through the human form, but and so on. So, but spell work definitely does exist. And even the churches. But once again, the religions, just where people are at. But then again, the spiritual stuff. So many just can't heal the chaos. Because you have to get through and they're really addicted to that chaotic energy. They're just not ready to let it go, huh? Yeah, but it's just too. And they call you negative for saying that. Okay. You're negative for saying just, that's easier said than done. But some haven't quite finished that timeline yet, obviously. But it just shows how many are not quite, don't even know where to start to clear this up. It's not, it might not take it depends. It's shadow work. It's just letting go of just internal nonsense, basically. It's, easier said than done, though. It's not always. I don't know. If you're looking for an answer on that, you'll find it if they're ready for it. Let's put it that way, though. They'll be directed to the right person to clear it, if they even want to clear it. Some just hold on to it forever, and they got the right friends. They got the right. At least at that frequency, they're not ready to let it go. So you have those that kick out all the spiritual healing, and some that are spiritually evolving, but not ready to just let it all go. Just not there yet. So whatever, it's all a process. So the other thing, it's kind of gross, but whatever. Oh, sort of, yes. I was watching one of streaming movies and just to keep my sanity, and they had one of those commercials on there, so then you feel like and to take it off, but it was a baby commercial. It was one of those Pampers had babies and shit, but I felt Nazi energies from that. First of all, the whole commercial was disgusting, but eugenics, DNA, manipulation, just the Pamper people, whoever created that. I was in Procter and Gamble, but it felt definitely Nazi energy, and I wasn't even looking for it. As soon as I saw it, it's like, whoa, shit, I got hit by Nazi frequencies. So, and that, I guess you can say that's kind of gross. When you see those baby commercials, not that I'm looking for them, not that I care, I'm gonna see that shit. But it's like, here's a new genetic or a new DNA baby or whatever the hell it is. I forget, the designer baby or whatever, So, and all these DNA groups, we submit for your DNA. And it's, 21 and one or 23 and whatever they call themselves. Of course, I wouldn't think we went bankrupt, but it was like some government agency took over it, so they built it up and then someone grabbed it. The other thing is, it's kind of a touchy subject. Let's see how far I can go. Try to be softball a little bit, but some that go through like abusive, at least what I pick up, that go through like child abuse or have some kind of predator in their life, and just go through physical abuse. It's just, from what I'm picked up on, at least the one story I heard, sometimes beings here, at least the feeling I got. Or they live like these positive incarnations, and sometimes they get so disconnected from reality, just so out of touch. And it's like, they go through these like really abusive situations to learn from them and to better themselves, understand, become sympathetic to others, just to heal that frequency within themselves, but also heal the one that caused the abuse, or whatever it is, and it doesn't exactly create the best timeline, but either way, some need to, they haven't healed their darkness, they haven't, they attract that energy or whatever it might be, but yeah, it's pretty dense when you think about it. It just, there's different ways of looking at it. Some just do it because of their own ego, think they can do it for they feel like, not realizing they're getting involved with it. And there's some cases where they just feel like they need a wake-up call. And they just need a reality of understanding this world, just clear out the distortion. This is reality, this is how it is. Well, obviously it can be better, but it's like it kind of puts the soul on the more balanced direction and being just manipulated constantly and falling for everything. Some can be very extremely gullible, and then that kind of becomes a wake-up call to align with themselves. So yeah, I know you hear about all this high vibrational stuff and all that, but obviously they are trying to do it. But if all of this high vibrational stuff was actually accurate, I think the world would be a different place right now. It's like high vibration, but you live what you preach. You say you're just preaching it, but you're living something else. And that's what's going on, obviously. They're just attracted more to positive energy, but they haven't healed themselves. They can't heal themselves. So easier said than done. But it sounds nice. It's like, having ice cream and cake and all that, but, not really ready to do an inner cleanse. Easier said than done, of course. Some are nowhere near it, obviously. Yeah, that's why you incarnate in places like this over and over. You can get trapped here easily. Because it's just the physical element of it. Like, you want physical things, you want a physical body, you want to touch things, you want to do all these things. But then it comes back at you with all the troubles and all the problems with it. So it's like, I just want to be a physical body. I want to be able to do whatever it is, but then there's the other side of it. So of course, on being a non-physical being, you can't have this physical. Not exactly. You have a somewhat physical one. The Syrians have it. There is different versions of physicality, but nothing like this. And it can be better in some ways. You have less challenges. It can be a lot better, but of course here you just get more out of it. It's just more intense. It's more. It's kind of like a prison energy to some level. Not to be a victim about it, but it's kind of like that, sort of. It's not like you can just get up and go do whatever the hell you want. I mean, you can to a certain degree, but. The thing is patience and being thankful for what you have. We're not always thankful for everything because it could be worse. We're not always seeing that. Of course, when you go through like emotional traumas and all that, or relationship PTSD, it's hard to, especially if you keep getting hit all the time by other people, attacked verbally or whatever it is. Only one person, only so much person can handle. And healing PTSD, you might not always know you have it, whatever it is. If it's relationship PTSD or through personal, like romantic or whatever, friendships, whatever. That can be, you carry around all this stuff, you don't even know it. So there's a lot of Syrian energy here, which I don't normally pick up on. Different parts of the beach have different alien energies. So there's a Syrian energy here. This is a comfort frequency. This is just to heal from the stress of life in this area. This is kind of like a premium beach here. And then parking is like usually stuff like that. Actually, downtown is cheaper. This is kind of prime real estate here, which I didn't. I just went somewhere. It's all about the experience, right? So at least I don't get hit by flies or anything for now. Yeah, so far so good. It is windy though, as you probably hear that. Yeah, Syrian energies, of course, you have a lot of that in the Arabic, Middle East and all, but definitely right here is just healing from all the emotions, all the betrayals, lies that go on in daily life, and not knowing oneself, and being a primitive human here, also, but learning from the Earth's past of forgetting everything, being disconnected, and just being really just you can say there's a violent act, you can say, in the ancient times, which I don't normally feel. I guess I feel more Atlantean energy, so Atlantis has connections so serious. Is like violently removed, which is war. Disconnected from the astral realms. But the astral beings here, they're not physical, like the Lemurians and all that. Like you take out, like through war, you start taking out Lemurians, and they're not out to fight. They don't have any fighting capabilities, and they're just whoever it is, the humans go after them, whoever it is, and just wipe them out. And that causes a lot of, it causes an issue with the energy network here. So you lose your people, and you're one of the few that's still around. You might still have your connections, but obviously hearing all the voices and all the pain to some level. I don't know if during those times. And so, yeah, then you're now you're part of this Earth collective that's, anxiety filled, and so on, whatever, everything, all the vice, everything, And obviously some people here can remember things here, and that's the thing about the spiritual community. It's like you get like a 5-star rating if you can remember all this stuff. Like become a spiritual celebrity. Not that that's what this is about, but it's a healing, right? But yeah, just war. War basically. It's not just, you can't just blame the reptilians for all of it. It's just insecurity. It just comes from as humans became lost and forgetful, and then they're manipulated and go after everybody. Just everybody's a bad guy. That's different. Go after the Lyrans, the Syrians, whoever. The Lemurians, the Atlanteans, and some of that might have been justified because Atlanteans become psychotic also. Get rid of the humans, get rid of the Atlanteans, and so on. So. It's funny how the arrogance of some of the beings that have been demonic beings in their past recently. It's like they come out here so arrogant. Well, they remember stuff more than a lot of us do. Like I can't remember shit. Shut down so much, and they become so arrogant here, and maybe they are right, but then again they're so freaking arrogant. But then they have, like, their bodies are falling by, their health sucks. Because, they came from they incarnated from the demonic realms, and they're trying to heal, move above it, and they're always doing healings and all of that. Some of them are. Some might look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, just like having kind of a sinister smile and all that shit, but trying to heal. And that's a good thing, But yeah, the major ego is definitely from the lower dimensions for sure. A big portion, yeah. And think about being able to see that more clearly. They might remember stuff, but like I say, half their body might be falling apart. Because they're still part of the lower hell realms where their whole body keeps, yeah, it's 10 times worse than this, 100 times worse than this. Yes, this is like the upgrade from that. And yeah, like the alien energies coming in, something's going to come in here somehow. They might not show themselves physically. I haven't really, no, not yet. We're on the road towards that, but we're not quite there just yet. Who knows how that will correspond. Who knows? Yeah, it's too early to tell on that. We have to have some life changes. I feel like there has to be some kind of wars just to get a lot of the the hatred out. unfortunately. It doesn't have to be a world war, but who knows? You just, how can you do it until you define real peace that is fake peace? It's fake positivity, which is a lot of that's out there. It's like, I'm so positive, but if you say one word, they get triggered and become a psychopath. And how many are like that? A good portion. And they don't want to hear it, they're just calling it negative. Whatever, man. Whatever, they can't get in touch with their own darkness. Understood. Some let their darkness take over them, tell them how positive themselves are, and just doing horrible things, and just put on a persona they're great. And in truth, they're not. That's pretty twisted. Without going into details of that. Sociopathic. Well, they can, they can play. I mean, as long as society is clueless, and it's a pretty good portion still messed up, obviously. It's still a playground for the lower dimensions to some level, not completely. Well, they go where the global people are. And boy, is that. Wow, that's on YouTube. That's for damn sure. So, and we're kind of, some of us that are here as the ground crew, we're just feeling less and less here. Like we're here physically, but we're not. And I can't remember any of the dreams. That's all been shut off, but. Of course we have to go through all the ego stuff. It's just normal. So either way, I just leave it at that this time. That was all.